I own Klima, I own Ape, I own some BLT, Blocto, because it's wallets for flow, injective, Aletha, which is the integrating artificial intelligence to NFTs. So that's probably the other one. And I like
Which cryptocurrencies does Mark Cuban still invest in? Which altcoins does Mark Cuban now hold? Mark Cuban has just revealed his updated cryptocurrency portfolio. Mark Cuban fully expects to make his next $1 billion investing in crypto. Mark invests in altcoins that he thinks will do really well. So I'm going to show you every crypto altcoin and company that Mark Cuban invests in this video. I was actually really surprised to see which altcoins Mark Cuban now holds. And for context, Mark Cuban has been into crypto for years at this point. Mark has been saying for a while now that investing in crypto will make millionaires, will make billionaires, just like investing in internet companies in the 90s made millionaires and billionaires.
Everything that we're saying now about cryptocurrencies and applications, we said the exact same thing about the internet stocks back in the 90s.
Mark Cuban made his first billion because of the internet boom, and today he says people, maybe you, can do the same thing with crypto. So here he explains exactly how he invests in crypto. This is exactly how he chooses which altcoins to buy.
Crypto has different types of utility. Bitcoin is like an alternative to gold. It's a store of value. Ethereum has a programming language on top of it called smart contracts that allow you to build all kinds of different applications. You have to look at investing at crypto the same way as you look at investing in anything. Do you think there's a value proposition there that consumers or businesses are going to use? If you think the answer is yes and you think it provides enough growth, then you invest. If the answer is no, you don't. The challenge in crypto, like the early days of internet stocks, is separating the signal from the noise. Back in the 1995, when all the internet companies were going public with only a website, people got all excited and invested in things just because they were there. And you see some of that with crypto as well. But the reality is, then like now, if you find a crypto token or application that really provides value and utility, that's where you invest. And that's what I look for.
So he started off in just Bitcoin, and then it was Bitcoin and Ethereum. And then at a certain point, Mark Cuban had a robust altcoin portfolio. Now, since then, he's sold some altcoins, he's bought some others. It's really interesting to see which altcoins Mark Cuban now holds today. Like, if you had to suggest one crypto project for Mark Cuban to look into, what would you tell him to buy? And before I show you Mark Cuban's portfolio, I do want to give you a warning. Mark Cuban isn't some prophet or oracle. He wants to make a profit, but Mark can't predict the future, and he would tell you the same thing. Mark is a VC, and you need to understand what he understands. When he tells you which projects he's invested in, the law of probabilities, the nature of VC investing, says that some of these projects will not appreciate. Some projects he endorses will go to zero. And Mark's a true crypto OG, just like anybody, he's had his fair share of bad crypto investments. Whether it was Unicorn Gold back in 2018.
You are invested in an esports gambling site. It's very close to home. How do you feel about today's ruling?
I think Unicorn is going to benefit significantly. I don't think people realize that gambling is legal in 118 countries already, and Unicorn already has a foundation there. They already have the technology in place, and so now it's just about leveraging up depending on what each individual state decides here in the United States.
Or that time Mark Cuban got Mr. Wonderful into crypto. Here you see Mark Cuban teaching Mr. Wonderful about crypto. Mr. Wonderful used to be a skeptic.
And where's the long-term value? Just this idea that they're going to cut the number of units in half, such a scam. Like, that's just totally BS.
Let's talk about blockchain. To me, that is actually a non-proprietary utility.
Right.
Why would that in any way be a storage of value, blockchain? Anybody can use
not.
it.
Blockchain effectively is software.
Okay,
it's
so
a distributed database that's managed independently, and that inherent combination makes it a utility, makes it software effectively that has value and utility.
And then just months later after this conversation, Mr. Wonderful started parroting the same investor's thesis about crypto, which at face value is a good thesis.
I look at crypto not as coins or tokens. I look at it all as software. It's productivity software. The projects that are going to last and be here, a decade away from now are ones that actually solve problems. So
Probably getting Mr. Wonderful into crypto was a net negative for the space, however.
In managing the decisions on which projects to invest in, because I'm very fortunate, my deal flow is insane. I see everything. And I have to disclose, I'm a paid spokesperson to FTX and a shareholder there too, because we mentioned them, and big advocate for Sam because he has two parents that are compliance lawyers. If there's ever a place I could be that I'm not going to get in trouble, it's going to be at FTX. So,
and then is this Mark Cuban's biggest faux pas in crypto? That time he got all Mavs fans into Voyager?
We're going to try to come up with new ways to introduce Mavs fans to cryptocurrencies and understanding it. There's a lot of hype, there's a lot of discussion, but most people don't really understand the fundamentals behind it. And we're really going to try to bring that level of education to our fans and to our joint customers. I'm trying here to tell you it's 100% risk-free, but it's as close to risk-free as you're going to get in the crypto universe. Create an account using the promotional code MAVS1.
Look, guys, nobody is perfect when it comes to crypto investing. I respect Mark Cuban because he is public, he is open, and he is curious, and he just wants to find that true value in crypto. So let's get to it. What does Mark Cuban actually hold? So a lot of people will mention things like Hex or ICP or Cardano or Dogecoin because I think that Mark Cuban has mentioned them publicly before and even played around with them.
Maybe the ICP likes to think that they're a lot different. In some ways they are. The chains know that there is not room for 100 different blockchains. There is not room for 20 different horizontal blockchains. Now, if you want to look at vertical applications that are specific to, maybe ICP and others that have specific ways of doing things, that have applications that are better suited for those chains, okay. Dogecoin is a cryptocurrency that was created as a joke in 2013 by these two programmers, right? And they just made it just to mess around. And then probably 2 years ago, people started talking about the meme online, okay, and started buying it. And probably within the last 6 months, the number of people buying it has just skyrocketed into the millions, and the value has gone up incredibly.
If Charles Hoskinson was on Shark Tank, what advice would you give him for the Cardano project?
I'd say, where's your revenues? Just because it's crypto doesn't mean you don't need revenues.
It's always exciting when somebody big like Mark Cuban mentions your coin, but he doesn't invest in Hex, he doesn't invest in ICP, he doesn't invest in Cardano or Dogecoin. The crypto companies that Mark Cuban invests in, are as follows. Lazy.com, this is his own NFT platform. Bequest, which is like will and estate planning services for crypto assets. Token Proof, which is token-gated solutions. Third Web, makes it easy to build dApps. ETHPass, TokenScript, DAO HQ, this is a marketplace for DAOs. Inc., Fabrica, which is turning real estate into NFTs. Zen Ledger, Lucky Trader, which is analytics, media company. Mintable, DeFi Alliance, OpenSea, the most popular NFT marketplace. Crypto Slam, this is an NFT aggregator. Super Rare, Zapper, Espresso, Defined. Now, important to note, Mark Cuban recently left Shark Tank, sold the Mavericks, and consolidated some of his investments. As far as I know, he's still invested in every project mentioned here, but, we'll have to see what the future holds. As far as altcoins go, these are the altcoins that Mark Cuban invests in. Seems like there are two crypto projects Mark Cuban is really excited about, Injective Protocol and Polygon. Seems like he really likes these two projects. The only ones it seems he's really proud to endorse at the moment. Bitcoin and Ethereum too, of course. And then in addition, I know that Mark Cuban is also invested in these low-cap crypto coins, KlimaDAO, BlockTAO, and Arbitrum. Arbitrum is the only blue chip out of these three. So Mark Cuban doesn't hold a million altcoins, but he has some quality ones. What do you think of his portfolio? What altcoins do you think Mark Cuban will buy next? Make sure you subscribe for more videos just like this. Mark Cuban argues with Bill Maher in a heated debate over Bitcoin. Click and watch this now.